What up, YouTube? T-Movies here. Here is my review for this new film on Netflix titled Fatal Affair. Now, it's directed by Peter Sullivan, and it stars Neil Long, Omar Epps, and I quite like Neil Long and Omar Epps. You know, of course, Neil Long is best known for films like, Friday, Boys in the Hood, Are We There Yet? Omar Epps has been in films like Juice. He was in Scream 2, Love and Basketball. Some pretty good actors you got in this. Anyway, here you got Neil Long, who portrays this attorney at a San Francisco firm, who ends up being embarking on a major lifestyle change, and she's 20 years into her marriage to this architect named Marcus, played by Stephen Bishop, and their daughter Brittany, played by Aubrey Cleon, is in her first year of college at Berkeley, and so she ends up reconnecting with an old fling, but it turns out he's not the same as he used to be. She ends up, of course, sleeping with him and all that, but then he ends up, but then he wants to, be reunited with her, so he ends up stalking her, starting to be friends with her husband and all that. Omar Epps plays creepy very well in this. And anyway, it does have the word fail in it, which obviously is a play on Fatal Attraction, and you could this literally does feel like Fatal Attraction in a way. We've also have seen, we of course have seen these, these obsession films with black leads before. Of course, there was Screen Gems done a lot of them. Like, of course, there was that movie The Intruder last year, which was horrible. There was The Perfect Guy with Michael Ealy, which was actually not all that bad. There's been some others. This is probably so horrible. Fatal Affair, it's stuff you've seen millions of times. It's not all that great. They try to make it scary, but it's not even wholly scary. I mean, it's not supposed to be a horror or anything, but still. I would say Neil Long was actually pretty solid in this. I thought Neil Long had some pretty good performances in this. Omar Epps, I've always been a fan of Omar Epps. Going back all the way to Juice, Omar Epps is straight up awesome, and I just wish him and Neil Long I wish they had a better script to deal with. Their lines, they did not really use their lines perfectly. But yeah, this movie just wasn't so good at all. The script was just very bland. It had some pretty dumb, moments in this. It was pretty stupid at times as well, and it's a shame too, because the movie could have been really good, because Neil Long and Omar Epps are just both straight up awesome, and they deserve better than this thing. But yeah, it was just a plain old Fatal Attraction ripoff, and you cannot rip off Fatal Attraction, because Fatal Attraction is a classic. But sad to say, this film just did not click, And yeah, I hope Neil Long and Omar Epps ends up being in a better film in the future, down the line, because they could have been good. They were actually not all that bad, but they could have been better in this film. But yeah, like I said, it could have been good, but it was a pretty bland film. Probably one of the worst things I've seen this year. So yeah. Anyway, let me leave to you guys. Did you have a chance to check out Fatal Affair on Netflix? If so, what you thought of it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? And are you a fan of both Neil Long and Omar Epps? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is T-Movies signing off.